Hi there everyone, welcome to the short Vort for Parshat Tavo. In this week's Parsha, we see the Jewish people are told that when they get to the land of Israel, they should go on two mountains. Half the Jewish people, half the tribes on Har Gerizim, half the tribes on Har Eval. In the middle would be the Leviim, and the Aron, the Ark, would be down in between, in the valley between these two mountains. And there they went through a whole ceremony, which is described in Sefer Yehoshua, where they sort of agree to the covenant that is described in this parsha, the blessings that come about when we do the right thing, and the curses which come about when we stray from what we should be doing. And it's so interesting to contrast. Here is a picture of the Jewish people once again at a mountain at a crucial point in Jewish history, and compare that to another mountain moment earlier on when they received the Torah at Har Sinai. There, no one could go up on the mountain except for Moshe Rabbeinu. Here, everybody is on the mountain except for the Leviim. So one has to wonder the contrast between these two mountains, these two mountain moments, you might say. And think about what they represent. On the one hand, you have a mountain upon which we received the tradition. We received the Torah. And yes, Moshe would then go on to teach us all the details, but we received, at its core, we were taking in what it is that our tradition is all about. The mountains that have Har Gerizim and Har Eval represent a different experience. It's actually one where we take control of that tradition, where the students become the teachers, and then there's this responsibility to raise the next generation to follow in our ways, to understand what the Torah way of life is and what it isn't. And so, while we have these two mountain moments described in the Torah, they really represent the experience of what it is to be a Jew. On the one hand, we are students, we are always learning, we are taking in. But we are not doing that for ourselves. We don't just only keep it to ourselves. We believe in the idea of passing on what we learn to others, to our children, to our grandchildren, to the next generation. And so it is really important to have that framework and to have that mindset of always willing to be a learner. I'm going to continue to grow. But on the other hand, also framing our mind that it's not just about learning for myself, but what can I do to teach others? Whether that's peers also, by the way. It doesn't have to just be students and children. It's about having the mindset and the framework of being someone who takes in, who's a willing listener, but also not just only listening, being able to share and teach others. I mean, we succeed in both of these aspects in our lives to be the most incredible and talented students, but also aspire to be the most wonderful and fantastic teachers. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.